Now, some of my pet projects, we were talking about energy here today, and I can tell you that I'm one of those people who thinks that the big thing we need to do is unleash the ingenuity that already exists in the United States. When President Kennedy said, we'll put a man on the moon in 10 years, we did it in 8. And we did it in 8 when we started off, our best technology was in bottle rockets, but he unleashed and created a market for all those people who were in their garages and in their backyards and in their basements. All those people with great ideas suddenly had someplace to go with them. And that's what we need to do in energy. We need to unleash the power of everybody who's out there with great ideas. When I started building homes, there was geothermal and water source heat pumps. That was in the 70s. And the federal government wasn't helping us. They were giving credits for solar panels, which we all know were inefficient and didn't work, and wood stoves. Here we are, many years later, 30-something. We're still building houses, and you know what? You still don't get a credit for geothermal. You still don't get a credit for water source heat pumps. But if you put a pellet stove in your house, the government will give you a credit. So what have we encouraged? We've encouraged the same behavior, when we ought to be creating a market that says, we all know geothermal works. Every green builder in the state of New Hampshire right now is using water source heat pumps. A lot of guys are going after the geothermal, and the principles are very simple. But it's an expensive operation, but it pays itself off now. So we should be encouraging that. That's what we need to do with all of the problems that we have in this country. We need to take a look at who's out there and create a system. The state of New Hampshire was smart this year. We actually passed a bill that said, we believe in biodiesel. Collect all the fat from McDonald's and Chinese restaurants, and any place you can get it, mix it with diesel fuel. Oh, but there was no market. We buy 2.2 million gallons of diesel fuel in the state of New Hampshire. We said we will be your market. So now we have people in the state of New Hampshire who are hustling to start, it's that entrepreneurial spirit. They're going to start collecting this stuff and mixing it because they've got a market. So we've actually accomplished something without spending a whole lot of money. We don't need to be given subsidies. I'm a firm believer that the ethanol subsidies don't work. I don't believe in burning our food anyways. And I'd like to know how we're going to do ethanol. We've kept out the Brazilian ethanol, which is made from sugarcane, more efficiently. Now we've got all those farms down in the Midwest underwater, so where are they going to get their ethanol anyways? Excuse me. So we can't do that. Those are systems and programs that don't work, and I can tell you that I'm not going to vote for that. I understand that they're big corporate farms, but it's still not right. As Al says, right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to come from behind. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell the corporate farmers right now, we don't need to be subsidizing them. We certainly don't need to be subsidizing somebody who's making $1.5 million in the farm anyways. I mean, all of that doesn't make sense to me, but I'm a small business guy.